It has been quite a while since we visited the Darkest Dungeon last. So much time has passed. Did not mean for that to rhyme, but I shall take my time. New DLC has been added. Multitudes of gameplay and mechanics have been changed. It's essentially, added all together, almost a new experienced game. So I thought it would be a rather good time to play another self-made permadeath. This time, it shall be titled Darkest Dungeon Perma-death by DLC. I think it has quite a nice rhyme to it. It's just a nice little ding inside the eardrum. I like it. This is, of course, my self-made permadeath. If you are not familiar with the previous Darkest Dungeon permadeath that I created, I will go down the rules thusly. And maybe, if you're interested, go and play it at home, or with your own Darkest Dungeon playthrough. Some things have been tweaked to include the DLCs, but otherwise nothing has really changed. So, as you know, Darkest Dungeon is about the characters you take in and run through dungeons, and they level up, but they also can die. So the permadeath aspect of this game is you only get one of each class at a time. You get them, you name them. Of course, I have my friends list here, and I've corresponded each one to a name. You have them, and if one of your named characters dies, sure, you can replace them, but you don't get multiples. But then if all of the named characters die, that's it. It's over. Your Darkest Dungeon run has come to a close. Now, with the DLC added, there is a slight variation to these rules, but you know what? Let's talk about that right now. So, I do have all the DLCs. We've got the Crimson Court and the somewhat newly added Color of Madness, along with the free Musketeer, which I'm very happy about, and counts as another character. I will explain thusly. Districts and all the other two classes. This adds some good things for the permadeath run, namely 3 new characters. I am counting the Musketeer as a separate character. Yes, it is a mirror to the Arbalist, but it doesn't replace the Arbalist, so I'm counting it as another character. So you can not do this if you want, but I am. We also have the Fanatic. I call him the Fanatic, even though he's the Flatulent. And the Shieldbreaker, who is super boss, but also really, really... You'll see when you get to it if you don't know. Districts, of course, we're adding the Crimson Court. Crimson Court is a monster. It's just... oh boy. That's going to be fun to activate. And then Color of Madness, while I don't have much experience in it, is still quite fun. Now, the thing that has been tweaked with this permadeath run is that in normal Darkest Dungeon, you go through all of the areas, fight the bosses, and level up your characters high enough to be able to go through the dungeon, and then beat the dungeon. Which means the DLCs, if you do not touch them, are completely optional. Especially Crimson Court. Like, that stuff does not... Let's get into Crimson Court later, but to mix this up and make this all work together, the parameters for completion have changed thusly. Along with the 24 bosses in the normal areas, I have to beat them, the Crimson Court bosses, and the Color of Madness bosses before I can even enter the Darkest Dungeon. Yes, it's a tall order, but I think it makes this very, very interesting in, like, how we pace ourselves. Because in the early game, we can go into Color of Madness. It doesn't change much. It lets loose a wandering monster that's quite terrifying, and I'm actually really scared of running into him, so that's going to be fun. But later on, Crimson Court should be added onto, but you'll see. You'll see how I'm going to play this. But either way, to win, I have to defeat every single boss and beat the dungeon. And then to lose, all named characters die. Simple to understand? Good. And finally, we're going to be choosing Radiant. Yes, Darkest would probably be the more preferred way, but we're going to be choosing Radiant because it just shortens the gameplay length. Being that we're only... It kind of adds a little bit of breathing room because higher level people can still go into lower level dungeons. They can't do that in the Darkest. But it also means healers can jump between multiple parties. That we're going to have a lot of problems with healing. I am not looking forward to picking skills. But anyway, yes, we will be choosing Radiant for this playthrough. The state. Just as run down as I remember it. Well, let's get some meat to this grinder. Let's see, we've got... not the best Vestal, but we kinda have to take her. Which is great. And then... I mean, he's not the worst Plague Doctor. She, technically. I'll take you, nonetheless, as well.
Than the blood-soaked battlefield.
Oh, this is not a good start. Oh well. Let's name them anyway. My friends are only so many, and with the addition of new people, I actually had to leave a couple names blank and made up one because of a meme in our group. It makes no sense to me. I still don't understand it, but nevertheless. So Renauld and Dismas is actually they're going to keep their names. That, and I kind of am in an off chance hoping to get the achievement of letting them survive all the way through the Darkest Dungeon. It's kind of the only time I get to be able to pull that off. But we can name the vessel, whatever, Bethica. And can we change your skin just to make you a little bit more different? I'm gonna choose the green skin for you. Not too happy with the frontline stuff. The heal... Okay, so because this is all frontline stuff, this does not work in the frontline. This will work in the frontline. The Divine Comfort will. But frontline Vestile is, Vessel or whatever. I don't know. You pronounce it the way you pronounce it. That's a dangerous game to play. So we are going to have to invest heavily on skills with you in changing up some stuff. Because I do not want you in the second spot. Plague Doctor, not too bad. We will, of course, go with Owen. And he would not be caught. You know what? Owen, as a Plague Doctor, might just pull off an almost pure white outfit. I'm gonna keep him white. Right. Yeah, Plague Doctor-wise, not terrible. You do have Plague Grenades, which have been seriously buffed from last time. We got the heal, we got the cure, we got the buff damage, which is fine. It's nice to have, and we have the shuffle, which is good. Actually, it's better than you'd think because it clears corpses now. Or, well, it did before, but, you know. It's an early clear corpses. That's something I'm happy with. Alright. This first mission, always the same. In the ruins. Everybody. Do I want you in the back or the... let's go with you second and third. And we got the red hook. Changes up a little bit. Yay! Changes up a little bit if you move them around. Usual suspects. Tricky glory. Anyway, we're going to stick with the red hook. Not a very good trinket. It's fine, but it's not very useful. Everything else is closed off except for the darkest dungeon. You can literally go into the darkest dungeon now. I think that is an achievement. Ooh, and one of the new items. 40 damage versus stonework. Very specific charm there. Don't know if we'll ever get that. Anyway, let's get some provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
It's a very short dungeon run. So, 8 food, 8 torches, some band-aids. We get this from the Plague Doctor, and we get the holy water from the Vestal. I still don't understand. Also, we're going to take a shovel, because I always like taking a shovel, no matter what. Plus, you're going to get a... Look, this first mission is always the same, so I know what I'm going to be doing, and the phone, really... Alright, first off, I would like to point out that the starting area artwork background is different. Like little touches that they've added along the years. It's really, really nice. So, this mission is always the same, and if you know what you're doing, no one is going to die. And also, I believe sanity is considerably lowered. Sanity damage is considerably lowered so that you can at least take some people on the third mission, because you're going to need to, because you're not going to get as many people from the stagecoach, and I just realized I did not upgrade the stagecoach before I left. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh well. Moving on. We got ourselves an umber torch. We'll just hold on to it for now.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Wonderful. Light it up all the way so we get our chance, but not needing to. I was gonna say we get our chance to surprise. Let's buff you. That's gonna be good. We want. We can't. Don't really need to. Stun. I mean, we don't really need to heal, but we will stun him and kill him unintentionally, but that's fine. And any hit will kill this guy. Beautiful. Nice and clean, and with a small bit
Remind
of
yourself
gold.
that overconfidence is a
That.
slow
Owen,
and
open the chest
insidious
here.
killer.
Ooh, we got ourselves the mandatory shovel that is always there, and, per always, we will be scouting. Game, you're making me look bad. Maybe it's the next room that we always scout in. You always get a shovel.
Even the cold stone
So we're
seems
always
bent
going
on
to be doing
preventing
that.
passage.
Are we gonna get in an ambush? How did I know? Predictable. Once this dungeon is over, though, nothing is good. Nothing is predictable. Right, you've only been damaged. Let's just heal you by 1. You, let's see, that's a 3 to 7, that's a 3 to that. Hit him.
To the pit.
Easily dispatched because he only has 8 health. Try and stun this guy so he doesn't get an action. And he doesn't. Which means if we throw a plague grenade and it works... Nope, you don't get blighted. Oh, and you dodged the bullet. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, luckily, I would say, you have... I was gonna say, you have frontline abilities, but that didn't work out. I was hoping he would actually be able to kill you. We're gonna be using that ability to kill the woman in the back.
Destroy.
Yes, I will talk about, we'll talk about some of the added combat mechanics. Ow. Here. Heal that up. And slam.
Executed with impunity.
Good stuff. Not the worst, and not the best jewels. That's fine. Yes, some of the mechanics have thusly changed. A lot of the skills have gotten buffs, in fact, and also debuffs, because this one we can only use one time per battle, and it also bypasses stealth. So, yay, stealth is a mechanic in this game. I'm not sure if that was introduced with the shield bearer though. Also, scouting. Oh, god damn it, game! Making me look bad. Well, either way, this way over this room is a cup. This way up here, though, is loot. I mean, it's all loot, but it's the treasure chest, and then this is going to... That was probably the first time in a very, very long time... Ooh, key! In a very, very long time that your kleptomania, Renald, has not procced. Wow, just changing everything on me, huh? Yay, we got this prize. Alright. Case in point, shoot the woman in the back. Crit, very nice. Crits have been buffed significantly. When a player melee or ranged crit, they get a small buff for a round. Probably the 2+2 speed, because the other three things are from the thing I just added. And of course, healing buffs are there as well. Speaking of buffs, add that. What am I going to do here? 5 to that, 4 to 10. Nope, just plain 8. I was hoping I'd be able to kill it. Although, I'm good on heals. Let's see if we can stun her. Yes, we can, so no stress stuff from you. Ow. Yay, resisting bleeding. Graveyard slash. I only remember a few of the jokes from my last Darkest Dungeon gameplay, and yes, I probably will be repeating them. Do I want to... It's less for the stun, more for the corpse destruction. So you can get a little bit closer to me. Let's bleed 1 to 2. We don't need to use a bandage on that. But we will heal. We want to do this. Little slit of the wrist. Then... Oh, I could have done the heal thing for the... You forget. When you're caught up in the moment, you tend to forget the fact that you have certain abilities. Well, now you probably should get band-aided. Ooh, a ruby! That's a good one. You are going to open the chest. Do you want to use the key? Do you want to use it later? No. We'll use the key now. Well, that sucked. Barely anything in that.
Neatly ordered.
Heal that. Stress. Don't have an herbal thing, remedy. Go over this way. Because we didn't scout.
Mind that such missteps are the exception.
There was that.
And not the rule.
In here is not a battle. So we have an actual choice here to make, because it says to explore 90% of the rooms, and in a small dungeon you can miss a room. So do we want to go down, get the thing that I know is there? We're not going to get any treasures, but we could get a buff, but being that there's only one room after that, we don't really need the buff. Let's go in this direction. Up, there it goes. Pack contains loot.
A fortune.
It's not the best loot, so okay. I'll let that one slide. You fucked me over big time last time, I remember. Everybody takes a bit of snacks. There's nothing in this room? I usually thought there was something in that room. Alright, last room does, though. Wow, this game is fucking with me today. Do that. Do this. I'm gonna do that, so hopefully we can get a good surprise. Because this is a dangerous combination. Okay. We're gonna have to do one of you. Gotta kill you first. You are a terrible, terrible thing. Got the blight. Okay, you're fine now. Tempting goblet. Dismas is getting a little crazy, but it's fine. He's not fully there yet. Take this one out. Almost. He had a graveyard's word. He had a graveyard slash. Hey, I have no quarrel with you. Like I said, I'm repeating a lot of jokes, and I know it too. Ow. That was right in the hand. Yep, he blights up. That one's still gonna need to be popped.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'm gonna buff you. And then... Ooh, that's a miss. That's not a good thing. Alright, well, crit heal. Yay. Minus some stress. That's good. Ow. Some dead weight. Do I get pushed back? Yes, I do. Stun? Yep. Okay. So what do we got here? Well, you luckily have a frontline ability, but the heal might be more important. Hit him there, so we can get both damaged. I can't do this, because the guy's in the front. 1 point heal might be okay. I'm gonna buff you. Because, can I get a stun off? Possibly. Yes, I can.
May we find victory.
That's not going to do much. It's going to do damage, but it's not going to cause bleed, because skeletons don't bleed. Can't really do anything like that. I'm going to put a heal on you, so you don't die. Smack him. Yay, Beth. Ooh, Sapphire! Hell yeah, we got some nice shit today. Oh no, rubies are more valuable than sapphires. Yay, and we got the contents here. And some stuff. Yay! Do I want to get rid of something? Yes. At this point in time, all those relics are very important. What did we get? Skip it. Come on. Skip it all. Pretty decent stuff. Not bad. Everyone gets some XP. And what did you get? You got missed the spot. -2 crit. Not terrible. Minus food consumed if stress is above 50. Not terrible, but it'll have to do.